Hi, I'm Stephen Ward. This is Idea Reflection 1. So this week we went over expert versus machine learning, supervised versus unsupervised, when we would use back progression and regression analysis, and then looking at benefits of expert and machine learning. And like expert learning, it's rules-based system, takes finite steps to get solutions, like you're using the audio automated people who are there to say press one for this, press two for that. That's what expert is. It's a rule based system where it continuously takes you till you find where you need to go. And then machine learning is beyond sequential steps, that it identifies patterns and insights on its own. You're not doing the manual work yourself per se. And then like supervised and unsupervised are two different styles. Supervised learning is you are feeding the machine, we'll say fake data, but to get practice, and it has the advantage of knowing what human labeled data is. So hey, it doesn't have to define data. And then second, unsupervised is the machine figures it out on its own and how it clusters the data and group it according to patterns it finds in the data on its own. And then like if we're using back progression in a job, it would be for sorting. Like say we got to sort shipments out. Like say we got 3 trucks coming in full of furniture. One, and they all have different stuff. You're gonna sort it based on the categories. Like, is it gonna be dining room sets? Is it gonna be woodwork, like dressers, all that? And then the regression analysis is a job that identifies connections, and it can be a number of things. Like, why is, like an example, ice cream sales are up. What's going on? Well, temperature is rising. People like a nice cool treat when it's a hot day. There's a connection. And then benefit of expert systems would be used for people calling certain departments. Again, that's it's to save you time, so that way you're not having to constantly transfer people and you say, oh, well, it only takes 5 seconds or whatever. Well, you could end up missing somebody or getting people to the wrong location per se, and that could be bad for your customer service image. That could be bad for trying to conduct business. You can lose customers, lose potential customers. So it's easier to do this to where it may take them a second longer, but they get where they needed to go and it doesn't hurt your customer service image. And like machine learning, uh, it's like you can use it on future maintenance and predict failures. Where me, I would use it in the future, holding on to it is I would try to get it to predict vehicle maintenance. And why do I say vehicle maintenance? Well, say I own a shredding company where we have a couple of vans that takes routes and brings back papers back to be shredded at base, and a couple of trucks that every 7,000 miles the trucks need some maintenance on the systems, make sure everything runs good and the engine and all that. The vans need 5,000 miles. So, and I would make sure to where I would have at least everything coordinated to where there's not, if trucks are down, the vans are running. When the vans are down, the trucks are still good to run, and schedule all the maintenance to where only one vehicle or at most two are able to be down for a day, and then get them back running so that way it does not hurt us and we don't get behind. And then also for this week, learning on what I can take for the future. And we're doing like business problems and stuff I notice on what I can take with me. Like it's you can use machine learning for demand forecasting because you can feed it all sorts of data, and it can give you detailed information week by week or month by month, however you want it, and it can predict future forecasts. So one, you're not having to, and you can run company more, but at the same time, you can get accurate forecasts, and it can take account for multiple variables that you may forget. And then it can also look for areas to where, why are we losing customers? And what I'd use that is, okay, is this logistics thing, or is it we're not getting to them enough? Are we, like, for example, say we're behind on a few customers, and next thing you know, well, they go to somebody else. It's like, okay, why are we all of a sudden losing these customers? And like, why are we always getting behind on them? I'd take that and go, okay, let the machine figure out and make the connection. And then again, like I said earlier, I'd use it to program and look at maintenance to make sure that way the company is not down when it's needed. But yeah, I'd take biggest thing I'd take away from this week is learning how to utilize the machine to predict the future, like sales and investment and what the economy might do based off years past, but also I'd make it to where it can predict and help me to where I'm losing value, like customers, for example, like why are we losing them, and to fix those areas, but also to where now I can keep my company running because I'm prepared whenever problems or routine maintenance arises. And that's my hot air reflection.